Oh, there was one. That was a fish right there.
Yeah?
Boy, he just nipped at it.
Are we out deeper here?
Yeah, I'm holding out an 11 now.
What's the top
It
of
seems
this?
like the top is about 5, and then it rolls down to about 9 foot is the ledge. 7 and 9 is, it seems like, the ledge. So I'm holding out a little bit farther, so we're actually casting up on the top and then pulling it off that ledge. That was another fish. He just nipped at it.
What say you?
We got him wired now. It's starting to get to be pretty fun. Ooh, a little bit better one there.
Hang on. All right, all right. I see you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a little,
Yeah, it's a little sportier model
yeah, there. Yeah, you upgraded.
Yeah, come here, buddy. There you go. Now you're talking. Come here. Beautiful fish, though. Look at him. Gorgeous. You know, that's one thing when you look at the walleye fishing, you know, sequential, you know, throughout the course of the year, so many people really have the tendency to fish really too deep for these fish. They figure, you know, live bait rigging and jigging, you know, where you're fishing 10 to, you know, 15 foot of water, but a lot of times these fish are shallow, especially particularly early season like this, because one thing that's really critical is a lot of the food. The food is shallow. Spot-tailed shiners and the perch are actually coming up to spawn in shallower water and are up on these flats, and actually that warming water temperature, the shallow flats are warming faster than the deeper water basins. So a lot of the food is gathering on these flats. So there you go.
I just had one.
You just had another one? Ooh.
Yeah.
Mark. I know I had a strike right before that. I missed one too, that one that just swung at the bait.
Yeah, that's what this one just kind of popped it.
It's a fun time of the year for walleye fishing. I like fishing walleyes like this where it's almost more like bass fishing. You know, where you're, you know, aggressively moving along, you know, casting. One thing that's really critical when you get in these shallow water conditions is actually casting out away from the boat. If you're dragging or drifting, you know, and just dragging baits, one thing that's really critical is definitely to get the baits away from the boat, because even in, you know, we're in the 8-9 foot of water, the boats or the fish have the tendency to spook away from the boat. You got to get the baits away from the boat.
Yeah, when I'm fishing like these jerk baits like this, like these Rapala shadows, I prefer a spinning rod. Even with the wind is blowing at me right here, but I can make these long casts all the way out there with, as opposed to like a bait caster. It's like 15 to 20 pound braid with an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. And with some of these like lighter jerk baits like that, you can throw them, you can get the distance, like James was saying, you can get the distance away from the boat to get those strikes when those fish are a little bit spooky. Throw them on spinning rods like this. This is St. Croix Legend Elite 6/8 and the Ballistic, a Daiwa Ballistic EX 2000. And allows you to get these casts. You can see here, if I'm throwing, here, I'll go with the wind going this way, you can launch it out there pretty far. And that's really important for what we're trying to do here, catching these fish.
You know, so many people actually fish minnows at this time of the year in live bait. And that's one thing with like these soft plastics. We're fishing these just a big bite little boot tail on a moon eye. That's one thing where you can actually, you know, really sort of launch the bait away from the boat, which is really sort of nice. Where you know, obviously when you're fishing, come here, buddy. There's a little bit better one there, bub.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get the net here.
Right here.
You know, there you go. Boy, I mean, these are a really nice average run of fish right here. But that's what I was saying is actually with this type of bait, when you just put a soft plastic on there, you can actually fish, you know, really get the bait away from the boat. You know, cast it where if you're just casting a minnow, you're always casting them off, you know. Look at that guy there. He's starting to actually fatten back up. A really beautiful fish. Look at that guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nice little chompers on there. Come here, buddy. Come here. Look at that guy. Boy, they're beautiful, aren't they? You know, in any conditions, we've spoken about this a lot, about jig weight, and this is actually a relatively lightweight head. This is an 1/8 ounce moon eye with a 3-inch big bite swimming minnow. And the thing is, what's sort of interesting at this point in time, actually, if I was to be fishing a bigger head, it actually forces me to fish the bait too fast. And right now, it seems like that little bit slower speed is really, really critical. At other times, it's sort of an odd thing is, there's a real fine point, because certain times we use that speed and that erratic behavior to force the fish to bite. But right now, it seems like that slow and a little bit more tentative movement is better. Like that. Big one, big one.
Is that?
Yeah. There we go.
Gotcha. And
another.
Another.
Another one. There we go. In there. Oop. There we go. A little bit better one there. I know we got the technique. Are you digging? You're not digging out a jig, are you?
Exactly what
He's actually been. It didn't take long before Troy decided maybe I should go to a better option here.